Greetings, Cretan learners. My name is Mr. Simbi and welcome to today's accounting class. In today's class, I'm going to be talking creditors journal. Creditors journal. We are going to prepare a creditors journal. With me here, I have information which reads, the information given below relates to the books of Rota Traders for the month of August. And then we are given balances. The creditors control is 65,220. And then we have two creditors on our list, I. Muller with 40,420 and then E. Kirk with 24,800. If you add these two amounts, you will see how much they give you. So I want you to have a calculator close to you. Please punch 40,420 plus 24,800. How much do you see on your calculator? Yes, you will get the 65,220 as it is in the creditors control. Now, we are going to post some of the information from the transactions. We're going to record them in our creditors journal. We're going to record the transactions into the creditors journal. Let's start. Purchased goods from E. Kirk on the 1st for 36,000. So we are told that my invoice number is 31. So my document is going to be 31 here. The day is the 1st. The creditor, it is E. Kirk. And then creditors control. We bought goods for 36,000, but we were allowed a trade discount of 10%. So there are several ways in which you could have done this. Number one way was you could have said 36,000 multiplied by 10 over 100. It will give you 3,600. And then you now say, from the 36,000 that you had bought goods for, subtract now the 3,600. How much do you see on your calculator? 32,400. This would be approach number one. Approach number two would be to say, my 36,000 multiplied. I am told that the discount is 10%. So my amount should have been 100%, but I'm given a 10% discount. That means I'm going to be owing 90. So multiply by 90 over 100, it will give you 32,400. So I'll come here on my creditors control. It's going to be 32,400. You see, two ways that you could have done it. And what is it that we bought? Purchased goods, trading stock, 32,400. Let's quickly go to the next one on the 12th. Bought packing materials from I. Muller, 5,000. So document number 32, day on the 12th, the creditor, it is I. Muller. And then how much did we buy the goods for? 5,000. What did we buy? Packing materials. So I will not bring it under trading stock, neither will it come under stationery, but it will come to my sundry accounts. How much is that amount? 5,000. What is the 5,000 for? It is for your packing materials. All right, I'm just going to say packing mat. Okay, let's quickly go on to the next one. On the 20th, we purchased stationery for 3,200 and packing materials for 5,600. And then we bought this from E. Kirk and we received a 10% trade discount on both items. All right, so let's calculate the trade discount on separate items. The first one is stationery, 3,200. And then, so we're just going to do the quickest method, 3,200. I want you to punch that in your calculator. 3,200 multiplied by 90%. You get 2,880. This is number one. Number two, we bought goods, remember, 5,600. So it's going to be 5,600 multiplied by 90 over 100. How much do you get when you punch that in your calculator? You get 5,040. So I'll now say my 2,880 plus my 5,040. That will give you now a total of 7,920. So when I come here now, I'm now saying my document is 33. The day, 20. From whom did I buy the goods? E. Kirk. And then how much goes to my creditors control? 7,920. I have already subtracted the 10% trade discount. Okay? So remember the first 3.2, which we got 2,880, was for stationery. So I'm going to bring 2,880 under my stationery. And then the 5,600, which after trade discount is 5,040, that was for packing materials. So I'm going to now come to my sundry accounts and I'm going to say 5,040. And then I'm going to say what? Packing materials. So once again, I'm just going to call it packing mat. Now let's quickly go now to the 28th. It says, Imula sent us an invoice for 1,200 for repairs to our cash register. So the document is going to be 34. What is the day? 28. Who is our creditor? Muller. And then how much is it? 1,200. Was it for trading stock? No. Is it for stationery? No. So it comes to my sundry accounts, 1,200. What is that for? Repairs. So I'll say repairs. Quickly have your calculator close. We're going to add all of these ones. If you add your 32.4 plus 5,000 plus the 7,920 plus the 1,200, you should get a total of 46,520. Let's quickly come to the next one. Here, it's just going to be 32,400, stationery, 2,880, and then lastly, on your sundry accounts, you will have 11,240. Now, after preparing your creditors journal, we should be able now to post to the general ledger. In this case, we are going to focus on our creditors control. Remember, creditors control is a liability, so it increases on the credit side. The balance on the 1st of August is 65,220, which is your 65,220. Remember, you could have got it by adding these two amounts as well, if they are not given. So on the 31st, sundry accounts, total purchases from the CJ. How much is that? 46,520. And then, do I have anything else in here? No. So I'm going to close off the ledger account, the side with the highest amount. Here, I will have 111,740. That means here I'm going to have 111,740. That means here I'm going to say August 31st, I'm going to have balance carried down, 111,740. Remember, here is where you have your double lines. Here you have your line and your double line. Then after August comes what? September. September 1. And then it will be balance brought down, 111,740. Now, we are going to quickly go and do what is called the creditors ledger. In the creditors ledger, this is where we show how much each particular creditor is owing. Let's quickly do that. So we know that when we come to Ekirk, we are already owing Ekirk 24,800. So that means in the month of August on the 1st, we'll come here, then we say accounts rendered. This is what we already owe them. And how much was that? 24,800. Let's come to Imula. We're already owing them 40,420. So we'll come here, then we say August 1st, then we say accounts rendered. And accounts rendered, how much is it going to be? 40,420. Okay, let's see if we bought goods from them now. It says on the 1st, we bought goods from Ekirk. How much? 32.4. That means I'm going to come here now. Then I'm going to say on the 1st. What am I going to record here? Invoice. Invoice number what? Invoice number 31. Invoice 31. My invoice in the creditors ledger comes to the credit side. That's where I have my plus. So it's going to be here 32,400. Please have your calculator close. 24,800 plus 32.4. How much do you get? you should get an amount which is 57,200. Okay, let's quickly go now to the 12th. Aimula. We bought goods of 5,000. There is Aimula. So we are coming here to say, what is the date? 12th. Then we say invoice. Invoice number 32. Here is my invoice 32. Credit side, that is where I record my invoices. How much is that invoice for? 5,000. So I'm going to say 40,420 plus the 5,000, 45,420. Let's go to the next one then. E-Kirk on the 20th. So we come here, date 20. And then I'm going to have again another invoice. Okay, invoice number 33. And then I'm bringing it to the credit side. How much is that? 7,920. So you now say your 57,200 plus 7,920. Then you have a balance now of 65,120. Okay? Then the last one is on the 28th, Aimula. So I'm going to come here on the 28th. Then I have another invoice. And the invoice is number 34. And how much is that invoice for? 1,200. So I'm coming here, 1,200. Remember, plus. So it's 45,420 plus 1,200. In your calculator, how much do you see, guys? 46,620. Once you have your creditors ledger completed, then we can complete what we call the creditors list. In the creditors list, we are looking at this last balance. So, Aimula, how much is Aimula owing us? How much are we owing Aimula rather? Because remember, these are our creditors. How much are we owing? So I'm coming to the credit side. 46,620. How much do we owe E-Kirk? We owe E-Kirk, how much? 65,120. 65,120. I want you to quickly add these two totals. Quickly add these two totals and tell me how much do you get. You get 111,740. Does this figure ring a bell when you see 111,740? Does it ring a bell? Do you remember when we saw this? When we prepared the creditors control account. If you go back to your creditors control, you will see that we had the same balance. Dear learners, we're going to go for a quick ad break, and I'm going to see you in a very short while.